Welcome to the Not Nerd Show. I'm Nate Heath, and we are here to help you tech better. Here with me, as always, Mr. Dave Baylor.
Dude, what is going on with you here?
I don't know.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
I've
And
got
who
a
am I
new
supposed to
hat.
be?
Did I wear this hat already on the
I
show?
think that's one that you had already. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, Nate, I could not be more interested in finding out what's on the other side of that hat. So we're going to talk about that. And today we're going to talk about tips and tricks. We're going to talk about just the headlines. We're going to cover the picks of the week and more. And I would be remiss if I didn't remind people that we are the podcast, the Not Nerd Podcast, a podcast for people who are not nerds. Now, Nate and I don't know if you can tell from the picture here, we are both gigantic nerds, but you may not be. So, welcome. Buckle up. We're going to talk about technology. So, you look like you're looking around.
I was looking around for something, but that's all right. Yeah, we are here to help people tech better and talk about all kinds of tech news this week. But before we do that, I do want to remind people that Dave will be teaching us some spells later in the show as well.
I will. See if you can guess who I am and see if you can guess who Nate is.
Yes.
Hey, Grandma says in the chat, please join. Almost thought I was in the right pod. Great costumes. Almost thought I was not in the right pod.
Wasn't in the right pod,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
guessing. Yes. We
Yeah.
do look a little different than usual. Well, Dave, so I am wearing a costume, and as I rotate the hat, we're going to see if you can guess what my costume is.
Let's see. Are you a dog?
Yes, I'm a dog.
No, you must be the big bad wolf. And I'm guessing your family must be Riding Hood or pigs or something.
Hey, Grandma says wrong pod, and Isla is in the chat. She says, there's a wolf on the podcast.
There is.
She was aware of my costume. Yes, I've got my wolf paws. I'm being a wolf.
Hang on.
Isla
special announcement.
Ooh.
Someone's walking by.
Halloween
out there. So
that would be fun to do it on Halloween and have trick-or-treaters. We could set up out front of the house.
Mom says Dave is Albus Dumbledore on a tropical vacation. And you are correct. This is a Dumbledore hat and glasses. And this is a sheet that my daughter had hanging on the wall.
Perfect.
Yeah, I love your wolf costume. And I love that it says wolf so that there's no question.
But wait, Dave, there's more.
There's more? Oh, 3 wolves howling at the moon. How could I not have guessed?
Courtesy of one Mr. Mike Peterson, friend of the show.
Show me your hands also.
Yes.
Man, you got the whole thing going on there.
Those might not last too long because I have found out they are both warm and it makes it very difficult to type. I can touch type, but still I like to be able to see my keyboard. So Grandma's Isla says she's gonna be a fox for Halloween.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Grandma said, and I thought Dave was a biblical character. I obviously am not a Harry Potter.
Well, I don't have a robe. I used to have a really nice Hugh Hefner style robe that I used to walk around and smoke my pipe in, but I got rid of that years ago. No, I'm kidding. I did not have that. So I don't have a robe, so I just threw this on. It may not last very long here either. I may take it off. But the hat is an official Harry Potter Albus Dumbledore hat. The glasses are my own. I did notice that the tassel is not colored quite correctly. And that does look like there's this one coming off. So I've been wearing this. I've been trying to condition it to make it look worn in and used. And I'm going to dye the tassel a little darker to see if we can get it. But I'm going to wear this more accurate, but I'm going to wear this hat when I answer the door.
Nice.
For trick or treat. That's it. That's the limit of my costume is hats.
I am not currently wearing my tail.
Oh,
there's my tail. But anyways, happy Halloween, everybody.
Yeah.
Hope you have a great week. We thought we'd have some fun this week, but we do have plenty of technology to talk about. The first one, I believe it just happened today, maybe yesterday. Apple hits 4 trillion with a T market value, joining Nvidia and Microsoft.
Yes, and as if you recall, Microsoft and Apple keep going back and forth on who's got the most, money and all that good stuff. And it was currently Microsoft, and now it's back to Apple, or they were at least level again. But it's it it's one of those things. It takes them all this time. It takes them their entirety of their existence to get to 1 trillion, and it's a big deal. And then it takes about 2 or 3 years to get to 2 trillion. Then it takes about a year to get to 3 trillion, and then it gets like 6 months, and they're at 4 trillion. And I don't know if you know this, Nate, but trillion with a T is a very, very large number.
Yes.
Very large. So anyway, that's just a side note. But yeah, congratulations. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the 4T club, I like to say.
Yeah. Apple isn't doomed yet, like some
Nope.
people would like to tell you. But
Yeah. So yeah, Apple became the world's first $3 trillion company in January of 2022, 3 years ago. But it's not. It's so within 3 years they increased 25% or whatever that is.
jeez,
Isn't
that
that
is
crazy?
wild.
Amazing.
That is wild. And Dave, just because we have a gentleman's bet after the iPhone announcement, I found another article, and this does not seem to be affecting their market cap, but report virtually no demand for iPhone Air.
And I think, did I go on record saying that there would be a subset of people who
Yeah, you
would buy
said,
it, like
oh man, the
influencers?
influencers and the soccer moms were going to be rushing out for the iPhone Air.
Well,
It is a cool phone. I did get to show it to Isla. We stopped by the Apple store the other day.
well, I mean, I don't want to concede defeat yet. They, how many
Yes.
did they sell? Maybe they sold a
Yeah.
lot, just
Yeah.
not enough.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yes.
but I will concede on this that the camera was way more important to people than I think Apple thought. They thought,
Yes.
oh, you know what? The thinness, the nice screen, the long battery life, the lightness, that's going to make up for the lack of a really good camera system. It does not. People, they just
No.
want a good camera. And this is why I think, like, why don't we do this, Nate? You and I need to get together. We need to develop a camera that has all the smartness of an iPhone built into the back of it. You take a nice
Yeah.
photo, there's apps, there's an app store, Instagram and all that stuff. But it's a camera first and a phone second. So
Yeah.
we'll get
Yeah.
there someday.
There are people I would like that.
That'd be very
But
cool.
I think I would like Apple to do it, not us.
Well, they're not stepping up to the plate, so
Yes, yes. Well, our main topic of the week this week, I said at the beginning of the show last week, I was like, Samsung's got an event. They're releasing their Vision Pro competitor. I'll try to remember at the end of the show. I did not remember at the end of the show, but they did it while we were live, basically last week. But Samsung has released their Galaxy XR headset.
yes, they have.
And it looks very similar to the Vision Pro, besides that head swoop thing. I'm not sure what that is. I should have brought mine in to show it off.
It's like a hat. No, I think that's probably designed, one, to block light, and two, to put some of the pressure of the weight of the unit onto the skull instead of the face.
Yes. But it costs $1,800, so about half the price of the Vision Pro. Now the interesting thing with this, one of my big complaints about the Vision Pro is YouTube has not allowed a YouTube app on the Vision Pro yet. Well, there's a YouTube app for this. Now, the Samsung device, the XR headset, is built on Android XR, which is their platform that anybody can use, much like many companies make Android phones. Anybody can use this XR hardware. Now, obviously, Samsung has the capital and is big enough that they could do this at scale, but I'm sure we'll see it from other companies as well. But So they do have a YouTube app. It's got Google Gemini built in with some features I saw that I'm just like, I don't know. So it can run a lot of Android apps. Now, here's the thing that I think will help some sales on this. I don't know how well it will sell, but it says people who purchase the Galaxy XR by the end of the year will get an Explorer pack that comes with 12 months of Google AI Pro. So I think that's $240.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube Premium, that's $150, and Google Play Pass, which I think is gaming, also comes with a $1 per month trial of YouTube TV for 3 months, which
That's
that's
not nothing.
$84 now. Access to the 2025-2026 season of NBA League Pass and access to Status Pro's NFL Pro Era, Project Pulsar from Adobe, Asteroid, and Calm. But so that Explorer pack. That's, I mean, hundreds of dollars of stuff that you would want. I'd pay for some of that stuff, YouTube Premium and YouTube TV. I'm actually getting my parents set up so we can
Oh,
hopefully get
nice.
away from Comcast.
I've got an
Um,
idea for you.
yeah,
Why don't you? I'm trying to get my tassel into the shot here. I need to move my camera up higher. Why don't you sell me your Vision Pro for $1,800, and then you get one of these, and then we'll compare them. What do you think?
perfect.
I think that's a good idea.
You are a smart man on that. I did look up some things. Marquez Brownlee, MKBHD on YouTube, he did like a 1 minute comparison video between the two. But Mac Observer put together a comparison with some stats and that sort of thing. Looking at it now, kind of the summary of this, because I know people don't want to get too far into the weeds. The processor in the Galaxy is not as good as the one in the Vision Pro, but a lot of other things, it is better. It's a little bit lighter. It does have all those extra features. Battery life's better on the Vision Pro. If you actually go down to the bottom of the article, there's a decision matrix. Obviously, the price, Galaxy XR wins by quite a bit. Lightest headset. It's a little bit lighter. It's not like game-changingly lighter. But here for me, as a Vision Pro owner, things that reassure me: Mac integration and Apple ecosystem are strong on the Vision Pro, obviously. But if you use a lot of Google services, that Galaxy XR, and it has slightly higher pixel density on the screen. I would really love to do a comparison on that to see if my eyes would notice a difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the AI headsets, this is kind of the second mainstream of this style that we've seen. There's been a lot of talk, Dave, lately. You've probably seen just talking about how Apple's abandoning Vision Pro to do glasses because Meta's doing glasses and everybody wants glasses. My thoughts on it, it's almost like a laptop and a tablet. I mean, they're just different devices. Like with
Mm-hmm.
my Vision Pro compared to like the Meta display glasses, I can do a million more things on my Vision Pro than on those. But to have a lightweight pair, like your Meta glasses don't have a screen or anything, but they
Mm-mm.
do have some features: the camera, the audio, the AI stuff that you can do, listen to music. But what are your thoughts on the all-encompassing VR goggles like these
Well,
are?
I agree with you in that they're two separate products. They look the same, they do a lot of the same things. But like a laptop and a tablet, both can surf the web, but think they do them differently. So there's the fully immersive VR up here, and there's the augmented reality. So virtual reality and augmented reality. The virtual reality goggles have cameras and there's video pass through that comes through, and they are capable of doing augmented reality things while
Yeah,
you're fully inside this virtual reality environment. The the AR glasses, the augmented reality, first they the world around you can just be seen, and they layer a top of virtual reality on top of that. So they're coming at it from two different angles. One is we're going to pump something into your eyes as you look throughout the real world, and we're going to superimpose that. The other one is we're going to put you virtually inside a completely different world, and we're going to pipe in little pieces of the outside world. And so there are probably applications where both of them will be exactly the same, but one skews one direction, one skews the other. And I don't think that Apple would be having to choose between either, because they're two separate products. One is a fully immersive environment that can do many things, and the other one is I want to be outside in my own environment and have things augment my current vision, just like the new Meta glasses do. So that's my opinion. I think somewhere we're going to meet in the middle, but we may forever always have two separate lines of AR and VR glasses that are really close. But I mean, I'm not going to put my Meta glasses on one day and expect to play a bunch of video games with it. They're sunglasses. I'm going to be at the beach. I'm going to take photos. I'm not going to be playing video games on this little screen, you know. So
obviously it could get to that point, and they will continue to get closer together. And I think the laptop versus tablet is almost a misnomer. The current comparison would be a laptop versus like an Apple Watch, like for the Meta display. Like you're getting some directions, you're doing a few things there. But yeah, I'm excited to see where the market goes.
I'm all for it. I really want a Vision Pro, but I'm glad to see that they released a newer, updated version. And this new Galaxy XR, even though I'm not a target customer for that because I'm not really in the Android ecosystem, so I can take advantage of a lot of those things. My Meta Quest headset runs on Android, you know, so it's not too far removed. I'm just glad that there are now 3 products for 3 different customers. There's the high-end customer, there's the kind of prosumer customer, and then there's the casual customer. And so everybody can participate.
Yes. Well, before we move on, I just texted you a picture that my daughter would like you to share of her costume. Hers is a little more fully involved than mine is.
Oh my. Yeah, I'm glad you saw that. I was going to mention that. Let me get it on the right screen here. Wow, it is quite.
I'd be remiss if I did not show her.
Yes. Okay, world.
Foxy.
Are you ready?
Are you everybody buckle in.
Buckle in. Here we go. And scene. There it is.
There it is. There's Foxy.
Foxy girl. It is a full, for you audio listeners, it is a full body orange brown fox costume, complete with paws and tail and white belly. And then there's a beautiful little hat mask combo that goes over the top. And it looks kind of very convincing, I would say. So you and she go together. Now, will Chelsea be an animal of some sort?
Yes, she has some animal options. She's got multiple options that
let's be honest, she's already a fox. So what is she gonna what else is she gonna be?
Well, Isla did have some extra fox accoutrements, so she might do that. Isla said yay. So make sure you like the video. I mean, we've got adorable foxes on the screen there. So
get in there and see that stuff. Very fun. Thanks for sharing that, Isla. That's a great picture. Did you take that on your iPhone 17 Pro Max or
no?
Max?
I believe Chelsea took that on her iPhone 14 Pro. But you know what else I think somebody should share right about now, Dave?
No idea, my friend.
Dave's Pro Tip of the Week.
We're already to that part of the show where we're going to talk about the Pro Tip of the Week. Well, what I wanted to talk about this week, Nate, and I have to get got to find the article here. We have a mutual friend who may or may not be the honorary producer of the show.
Yes.
Who he needs a little bit of our guidance. So Todd, if you're out there, if you're listening, and I haven't seen you drop by he's in class or session, or I don't know. He's probably busy tonight. He's taking a bath, I think. Is that
Yeah.
yes.
Washing his hair is the
Washing is
excuse he
something.
often gives us for
That's
not being
always
here.
an excuse. It's funny in my life that is usually, hey, do you want to go on a date? Oh, I'm washing my hair. What
Yes.
about the next day? Oh, I'm drying it. And it's like, okay, I got it.
Classic.
But so we were in a group chat, the three of us, texting back and
Mhm.
forth. And he, after some time, said, you know, it was fun getting all these text messages while I was with a client doing work. And I was like, maybe, maybe you should like turn your phone off, or I think it was probably his computer because he was doing a video call, I think. But I thought it's been a while since we covered focus modes, and they've been around for quite a while. But on iOS, you can set your iPad, your iPhone, your computer, your iPad. Did I say that already? Your Apple Watch. They can all be linked together to
Your Vision
share
Pro.
yeah, to do a focus mode, or they can be distinctly different settings. So, what is a focus mode? Imagine, if you will, a set of notification features that you can turn on and off at the click of a button. So, I might have a focus mode that says work. And depending on how crazy you want to get, I could say I want to turn off all text messages, notifications, and phone call notifications that come from anyone that's not a client or a coworker. And I can just, they'll still come in, but I won't get a notification for it. And conversely, I could set my uh, iPhone wallpaper to only show standard picture. And I can even set it up to have a couple apps so that I'm not distracted to play Angry Birds or anything like that. What's the new hotness? Angry Birds is not really the new hot.
It's a
Uh,
little dated. Fortnite.
Roblox, Fortnite, or something. So you can set these up. So they're more like, I would call them a context. That word's not very marketable. So focus is fine, but you're
Yeah.
going to set up different contexts. So for example, that I use, there's a built-in focus mode that is for my sleep context at
Yeah.
something like 11 o'clock or midnight. The sleep mode gets enabled and it shuts off all notifications. My background picture on my phone and my iPad and my desktop all go really dark, and the temperature of the light goes way down, and the brightness and everything. And so I can look at my device and be like, "Oh, it's time for sleep mode." And I do have some favorites set up so that no matter what, if they text me, those will come through. And then you can also have a setting that says if there's a multiple calls from the same person, they're going to let them through. Like maybe a police officer is trying to get a hold of you because your loved one's been in an accident or something. So there's all these little nuanced things that you can turn on and off and change, but it doesn't have to be that complicated. Apple has a support article on this that's we'll just go through it quickly. And if anyone's out there who needs some more information on how to do it, we can certainly help you with that. But this will give you the context that we're looking for here. So they say focus is a feature that helps you concentrate on a task by minimizing distractions. And I would say that's very true. And they go through here with your iPhone of how to set it up. So for our audio listeners, and I'm not even going to show you on my devices, they have some pictures here. You just go to your settings, you tap the setting labeled focus, and then you tap a focus, for example, do not disturb, personal or work, and you can set those things up and they'll give you a whole list of choices of what you want to do. And these are fully customizable, and they actually have quite a few settings in there that you can change. But as an example, you can choose which people to allow notifications from while you're in your focus. You can choose which apps to allow notifications. You can choose whether to show silence notifications on the lock screen. So maybe you have all these notifications on, but you still want them to peek through on the lock screen. You can choose a customized lock screen, like I talked about. You can change the photo on the lock screen or your home page. You can have it fire automatically at a certain time. Like my sleep can go on at one time and turn off at another time. It's just hands off. And as I mentioned, you can customize how your apps and devices behave. Uh, and of course, there's Apple Intelligence that, man, don't even touch that with 10-foot pole if I were you. but it's very easy. But you can set up these filters to do various things. You can do custom stuff. They're really great. So, Nate, what as we kind of continue to talk through this, what are some focuses that maybe you currently use or you have used in the past?
I, I have to admit, I have not done the custom focus stuff, and it's been around for years now, and I
Mm-hmm.
need to, but I use sleep every night, and I turn it on manually, but
Mm-hmm.
all it does is shut off notifications. And then I don't know what the difference is between that and do not disturb, but there are times where if I'm in a meeting or DJing or something, I'll turn on do not disturb.
I
I
think
do
the do
need to
not
learn a
just
little bit more about doing it per device because,
yeah,
sometimes I want my phone to still get notifications, but maybe not my computer if I'm presenting something.
yeah.
But they have so many options in there that I'm going to commit to doing that this week.
Well, I think step one would be just to navigate and find the built-in ones. And in
Yeah.
order to access them on your devices, if you have an iPhone or iPad that does not have the home button on the front, you swipe down from the upper right-hand corner and it will have a focus button there built in.
Yeah.
And it'll show you the options. If you're on a computer, a Mac, more specifically, there is a control center icon in the upper right hand corner. It looks like two lines with like switches that are could be switched either way. The focus mode chooser is right in there. On my watch, I press the little flat button on the side, and I can enter into a focus mode there. I think you can configure that
Yeah. Yeah.
separately. So all of the Apple ecosystem has a way to engage the focus. And if you just use the default ones, that's great. I think the do not disturb versus sleep is that it leaves everything alone except it turns off notifications
Mm,
everywhere. And then
yeah.
whereas sleep has all that other stuff, it puts you in the sleep mode. It's got a bunch of built-in presets that it does for sleep. So maybe during a meeting, do not disturb, late at night, sleep mode. But again, you can go in and customize all those things. Just don't trust what they put in there. And then the last thing that we mentioned about differentiating your settings between different devices, because I have put myself in this position before where I don't know, I'm watching a YouTube video or something and my phone is going ding, 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 because you and Todd are being funny in the chat. And I'm just like, turn off. And it also turns it off on my computer and on my watch and everything else. And then 5 or 6 hours later, I pick up a device and I'm like, holy crap, I've got like 14 phone calls
Yes.
and 97 text messages that I'd never noticed because I had my watch on, but it wasn't vibrating and dinging. So you may say, I want to leave everything on for my watch always until I manually put it in there. And then everything else can be linked together. So those are your choices. You can set them up. And this is one of those things that a little bit of time setting it up can save you
Yeah.
hours of frustration and embarrassment in the future. Imagine,
Yes.
imagine this. You're at work, you hook into the projector and you're projecting things. And earlier that day, you were having a back and forth texting conversation with Nate and Dave. And then I say something inappropriate in the chat and it pops up in the corner of your
Always.
screen when you're presenting to, I don't know, the financial committee or something like that. And they're like,
Yeah.
what did he mean with that very off color remark? Because,
All the time.
yeah, so that's focus modes.
Yeah. Nope, very helpful, and I do need to have some more custom focus modes that'd be helpful, like turn off game notifications while I'm working,
Yeah.
do something like that,
Yeah,
so,
that'd be great because I'm beating you all the time in various games, and you don't want to
yeah.
waste your time going in and trying to beat me.
No. No, I do not. Well, thank
Yeah,
you for that. That
yeah.
must mean it's time for everyone's favorite segment, Just the Headlines.
We already got a sneak peek at the outside. Oh, it looked like there's some other people walking by here. Is this the Handles ice cream day that I was talking about before? Um, yeah, it is definitely fall where we are.
Yes.
It is 54 degrees outside, which is a little warmer than it has been. So winter is coming, as they say
Yes.
in some
Yes.
television programs.
Yes, indeed. Oh man. Yeah, we made the mistake of going to a pumpkin patch during the atmospheric river on Saturday,
Oh
and
yeah,
we had some nice weather, and then it quickly turned into a monsoon, and was not a fun finish, but we survived. We survived. So
I'm
let us
glad.
get to just the headlines.
Internet Archive celebrates 1 trillion with a T web pages archived.
Jaguar Land Rover cost UK economy an estimated 2.5 billion with a B dollars.
California is about to run out of license plate numbers.
Coca-Cola's new hydrogen-powered vending machine doesn't need a power outlet.
Astronomers discover hidden moon orbiting Uranus.
Apple Vision Pro now made in Vietnam.
And finally, scientists invented an entirely new way to refrigerate.
And those are just the headlines.
Indeed, they are. A little editing there
Yes.
on your thing. Yes, those are some interesting headlines. I'm dying to read the Jaguar Land Rover costing
Yes.
the UK
Yes.
and
And
the
it
and
didn't say it in the headline. It was related to their IT hack that we mentioned.
oh, I see. And
Yes.
then the other one, a little parallel marketing here with PDX Fast Foodie, Coca-Cola's new hydrogen-powered vending machine. I got to read that one. So
Yeah.
anyway, they'll all be linked in the description below. And people, don't forget to go on to YouTube and to like and subscribe and hit the little bell and
I do not have my envelope tonight. I've got wolf paws.
okay.
I pause. I pause.
We're gonna
Ask
pause.
you.
So we don't have the envelope that says like and subscribe. That's why I'm telling you audibly that
Yes.
is something that you should do. And I do want to apologize as a quick sidestep. Where's my button here? I know I have it here somewhere. I apologize if you see my things. You see my camera wiggling? Is it just me? Anyway, I feel like I
Doesn't look
keep
too bad.
bumping the camera,
No.
or I keep bumping the desk, which is attached to my camera, which is attached to the leg bone, is to the arm bone, to the elbow. You know that
Yes.
song.
Streamer
Anyway,
problems.
yeah,
Oh.
first streamer problems.
And producer Todd has entered the chat and said, no, I wasn't in the
What?
bath. I was in the shower. I did
Oh,
hear the segment, but couldn't write anything down. So could
hmm.
you repeat it now that I'm done?
I'll
And he
text
said,
you the article.
Why is Dave wearing his church clothes?
Because, yeah, I had this hat on this weekend when I saw him. I told him what it was for. It's for Halloween,
Yeah.
my friend.
Yes.
I tell you what. So in the kids department, there was lots of costumes, and that's my people. They were all walking around. Nobody batted an eye. I'm just another cog in the wheel. I go across the threshold into the adult area. Everybody's looking at me like, "What planet are you from?" All I had on was this hat. That's it. It's just a hat. I've seen
Just a
ladies
hat.
walk through with crazy hats before. Gotta tell you, it's a
Yes.
little bit discriminatory.
This is true. Well, let us move on to our take so you can forget about it. And
Yeah.
this first one, Reddit sues over industrial scale scraping of user comments. So this is related to specifically Perplexity in this lawsuit, and three other entities for allegedly scraping user comments for commercial gain, which we've discussed this before with the AI stuff that um, they needed to scrape all this data from everybody,
They
and a
didn't
lot of them
need
use
to.
Reddit.
They
Well,
chose to.
yes, they chose to. They thought they needed to,
Yeah.
or they wanted a lot of good data, which Reddit has a lot of that. You know that if you've ever searched Google, some of the best results have been from Reddit. So they are taking them to court. And I do with Perplexity and some of these companies making ton a ton of money off of these AI models that they've built off Reddit's data, I think they do deserve something.
Reddit compares the companies it's suing to would-be bank robbers who can't get into a bank vault. So they break into the armored truck instead.
Hmm.
So, yeah, they couldn't get it. They couldn't steal it from the internet like they wanted, so they stole it from Reddit. Now,
Yeah.
there have been some companies who've made some partnerships with Reddit in order to train their language models on, but they must be talking about all the other ones who have not done that. And I don't blame them. The content that Reddit accumulates is actually user generated. So it's the millions of people who contribute to the website that provide this value. And if a third party company comes in and just steals all that value with no
Yeah.
return, I
Yeah.
mean, the
And they're
users,
making money off of it too.
yeah, the user should ultimately be the one getting a kickback from that. But I suppose Reddit they're providing the platform, so they should see something.
Yes, yes.
I agree.
For our next take, I will remind people we are the most nonpartisan tech podcast on the internet. Uh,
Indeed.
not that, not that this is partisan, but still, some people don't like people. Oh, wow! Pro tip: some people don't like people. Elon
Interesting.
Musk launches Grokopedia to compete with online encyclopedia Wikipedia.
Oh boy.
The pedias.
The
So,
Battle of the Pedias.
yeah, so grokopedia.com is now live, and its goal is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So
I've heard
yeah,
that before.
yes. Um, yeah,
I've
but
heard I've heard platforms claim that they're the place for truth, and you should always be a little skeptical.
yes, yes, if you have to say it. But yeah, it's very similar to Wikipedia. It's got all kind of information. I mean, really, it's kind of interesting just because we do have all these AI chatbots where you can get a lot of this information now. So this is almost like taking Grok AI and reverting it into website form into Grokopedia.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, Elon's got apparently a lot of time on his hands that he can create new websites to compete with Wikipedia.
And I clicked on the link in the article. Elon Musk sells X to his own XAI for 33 billion for an all-in stock deal. So
Yeah.
so he buys Twitter for 44 billion, renames it X, and then sells it back to himself for 33 billion.
Yes.
So how does that work? So is he out?
Oy. That's above my letter in high school math right
Yeah.
there.
There's an
Uh,
$11 billion discrepancy in there somewhere.
yes. Yes. I will go back to do not take financial advice from us.
No.
But if you would like, you can now check out grokopedia.com.
Hmm.
And next up, from the platform nobody uses, Meta launches ghost posts that disappear after 24 hours on threads.
Hmm.
Um, so
Yeah,
that
I'm
will
kind of
ensure
with you.
nobody ever sees them because nobody's ever on threads.
Why would you want them to disappear if nobody's reading them in the first place?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and it's weird because Meta has Facebook and Instagram, which both have stories, but
Mm-hmm.
on threads, they're calling them ghost posts that'll go away after 24 hours. Why wouldn't it just be stories? I mean, all three platforms are becoming eerily similar.
Well, I gotta be honest with you. I don't understand stories. Is that their whole deal? They disappear. So if I post it there, it's not even on my feed anymore. It's just gone forever. How does that work?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Uh,
that's where I've always some people love stories. They just want to post something. I mean, it's very similar. It all came out of Snapchat,
mm-hmm.
where you just want to be able to post something, and it's not going to be around forever. But I've used it. If it's like, hey, today I'm going to this thing, and I only want it there for 24 hours, I'll do that. Or some of my posts I'll share on stories in case somebody would see them that wouldn't see it in their feed.
It's got to be
Like for
people who post a lot of content so that
yeah,
there's a stream of information. For someone like me who posts one thing every 2 years, I mean, it wouldn't be very beneficial.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why I
Yeah.
don't understand it. But yes, why brand it something different when all three
And
platforms
especially
are
ghost
merging?
posts, which is interesting because the Snapchat logo is a ghost.
That's true.
And so maybe it's a shot at Snapchat. Maybe they'll sue them. But
Now,
yeah,
does
and
Snapchat still owned by themselves? They don't. No one bought them like
I don't
Amazon or
think so. I
anybody.
think they're still in their own thing. And I've seen some stuff back to our AI talk earlier, or our AR VR, that they're doing a bunch of new stuff with glasses. The The last sentence of the article says Threads was launched in 2023 as a competitor to Elon Musk's X. As of August, Threads had 400 million active users, which again, I know I say this just about every time we talk about Threads. The only time I am counted as an active user on Threads, the
Mm-hmm.
only time I ever go to Threads is if I accidentally click on a post in Instagram that is a link over to Threads, because apparently, I mean, they just want to force people, they want to boost their numbers. But
Yeah, I
I,
don't like
I
that
do
part
not
either.
know anybody that actively uses Threads and especially is excited about it.
Well, 400 million. Look at it this way. I typed up census.gov/pop clock. It's the population clock.
Oh, yeah.
There are currently 400 sorry, there are currently 342,737,585 people in the United States. So there are more Threads users than there are people in the United States. So it's not a small number.
Yeah.
It's worldwide, of course. The world population is 8 billion. So take that for what you will. But I mean, it's not a small. Do you know
It
how many
isn't.
Twitter has?
I
What do
do
they?
not know how many they have
Yeah,
for, but
I
yeah,
think
it's
Facebook's a billion or something like that.
yes. I think that 400 million is probably MAU, monthly active users,
Mm.
and I would love to know how many. I just want to know how many passionate people there are on Threads. There's passionate people about X. There's passionate people about Facebook and Instagram. X had an estimated 650 million monthly active users,
Mm.
with 240 to 300 million daily active users.
Okay, so
So,
about half of what
yeah.
X is doing.
So, yeah, X, Meta, they've got another platform to suck people into social media.
I'm sure some people enjoy it. For me, it's all the same stuff. So I'm like,
Yeah. Yep. And quick, I guess it could be security and privacy, but we were talking last week about the big AWS outage and the 8 sleep that I mentioned, where people's beds were locked on high heat or upright mode or something. They have added an outage mode to smart beds.
so
So
the bottom line is when the internet goes out, you can still use your bed. I mean,
what a novel
that is such a
idea.
crazy concept.
Oh,
What in the
geez.
world are these people doing?
I don't know.
I mean, shame on the people who bought this device with
Yeah.
so much
Supposedly they're supposed
overreach.
to be amazing based on the ad reads on podcasts that I
I do
listen to
have a
or watch.
problem
But
with their marketing. What is eight? I thought it was ATE, like eat, sleep, drink, or something like that, and it's like eight
oh,
sleep, but it's EIGHD. Like, here's a pro tip. Hold on. Here's a pro tip. Don't pick a name for your company that can also mean something else in the same language.
yeah,
So there you
yes.
go.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Well, let us get to our bonus odd take of the week. I found this one a while ago, and I feel like maybe we've had something similar in the past, but this is the Leo Labs Low Orbit Satellite Visualization.
This is
Uh,
crazy.
yes, which will show you every satellite. You can search for certain satellites. There's all kinds of filters. You can do a ground view.
Oh, so
Uh,
like you're looking up?
yeah,
I don't know how to do that.
there's a little toggle at the.
Look at
Oh,
this. There's a
oh
red one
wow,
going
that's
by.
crazy. The ground mode. Let's see how many satellites, but I'm going to turn off
All
ground
right.
view. But
Where's
it
ground
is
view? Where do I see that?
It's in the left there under filters. You have to scroll down within that window,
Oh, there it is.
turn on ground view, and then just select something quickly from that list. And then it spins you to the earth, and then you
Oh
look up and
boy.
you're just seeing.
They're just zooming right by, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's
It is.
crazy. But they're super sped up, right? I don't think that's the right. Well, maybe it is.
I don't know. I
When
don't know.
because I can spot a satellite pretty
Yeah.
easily these days. And of
But
course,
maybe the smaller ones are moving faster. But just to see the sheer scale of how many satellites are up there, I mean, you can hover over them and see what they all are, but you'll hit a lot of Starlinks on there,
yeah,
some Chinese ones, some Cosmos. But
I
yeah,
gotta see if
man,
there's a speed. Oh, speed. Here we go. It's at 25 times. I'm gonna put it speed as 1. There we go.
there we
That matches
go.
my visual. I'm gonna go to ground view and look up again. Let's choose. You know what? Let's
That
not
makes a
goof
lot more.
off. We're gonna choose. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to. I was gonna do a custom location, but it's not working. We're gonna do here Argentina or where we are. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of the normal speed. They're going up in space.
Yes.
Still
Okay,
pretty
that makes
fast.
a lot more sense. Yeah.
That's crazy. And of course, they're 1,000 times bigger than they exist in real life.
Yes.
The Earth is so big that even this many satellites, the chances of 2 of them crossing paths is very, very small. And look at some of these that are way out here, way out in the high Earth orbit, way out here. That's pretty cool. Block DMS. Yeah, I bet there's a lot of military ones.
Oh, and I was gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna send you another image, Dave, just to complicate things because our family actually had
a satellite.
A selfie taken
with a satellite.
With a satellite.
What? This isn't real.
Yes. So Mark Rober, who I think we've discussed before, he's a former NASA Apple guy who has a massive science YouTube channel. He built a satellite with a Google Pixel phone on it and a camera, and then he sent it to space. You could submit a photo, and then it would take a picture somewhere near where you live, and then send it back to you from space.
Here we go. Here's the picture.
We go.
There it
There
is.
it is. So we had a picture taken of our picture from space with the Earth in the background.
I don't believe that mankind has gone to space, though. So how?
Well, they didn't take it from the moon. Oh
no! I don't believe that we've been to space because of the Van Allen radiation belts.
Mankind didn't go to space. They just sent a satellite up there.
Oh, okay. Well, I see you there, though. Now I'm confused.
I apologize. I send a non-cropped picture that shows much more of the Earth for our viewers out there.
Yeah. So, joking aside, shoot, I do believe that we went to space and that we went to the moon. But that picture's cool. So you sent the picture to him and then he displayed all the pictures on the phones.
Yeah.
And then he could take screenshots. Now, was this a high altitude balloon or was it like a legit satellite?
No, it actually went up on a SpaceX rocket.
Whoa.
And was launched. So it's a real deal satellite. He did, of course, a couple videos on it. And then we're subscribers to his Crunch Labs subscription service thing. So we got early access to it. But I think anybody can do it now. So.
Oh, it's still up there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Maybe
that was just this summer that they launched it. So.
I thought maybe it was a one and done.
I think my computer fan is kicking on high with the Leo Labs high.
That website.
Earth orbit. But you know what else is going to kick on, Dave?
What's that?
Our picks of the week.
I can't see where the microphone begins and your fur ends.
It was my tail.
Oh, that was your tail.
Yes. The envelope and microphone are missing this week.
That's
I
okay.
apologize.
I got to tell you though, I'm digging your background picture.
Yeah.
Where did you get that from?
I got that from ChatGPT.
Oh,
I
you just had
said
it generated, huh?
yeah, mystical forest in fall. And that's what it gave me to go along with my wolfiness.
And how many artists did it steal from to generate that image? I wonder.
All of them.
All of them.
I put in the specific steal from Reddit.
Yeah, you
filter on it.
said steal from like 10 artists. You're like, I ignore everyone but these 10 guys.
Yes.
Just to be extra malicious. Well, so I think oh man, it's downstairs. That's okay. You know, I got the pick of the week, the Amazon Fire Tablet 10-inch a few weeks ago. Guess what its primary purpose has been as I sit by my chair? Well, I'm sitting in the chair as it sits by my chair and I watch television and ignore my wife. Guess what it's doing?
I would have a pretty good guess looking at the show notes. But
well, for the rest of you who don't have access to our show notes, I, of course, am talking about Cookie Clicker.
Woo-hoo.
What is Cookie Clicker, may you ask? Well, Cookie Clicker is a phenomenon that happened years ago. This thing's been around for like 20 years. And the goal, there have been many, and I own several of them, duplications, inspirations from this one simple concept. You take your mouse cursor and you click on the cookie, right? So I'm going to do that. No. There's 0 cookies and I click it. I have 1 cookie. Great. That's wonderful. Now I've got 1 cookie. Now, as I keep continuing to click the cookie, I have more cookies. And you'll notice over on the right-hand side of the screen, it says for 15 cookies, which I just created, I could buy a cursor. What does a cursor do? A cursor auto-clicks the cookie every 10 seconds. So I click the cursor, and now I have 4 cookies, and in 10 seconds, I'm going to have 5 cookies. Oh, there's 5. Wash, rinse, repeat until you have trillions upon trillions of cookies and grandmas and cookie mines and time warp things that go back into the past and get cookies and space colonies and the dark side, like other dimensions you're getting cookies from. It all starts with with clicking 1 simple cookie. So anyway, that's Cookie Clicker. In addition to the web, there's also a, you can get it for Steam on your Mac and PC. You can get it on PlayStation. You can get it on Xbox. You can get it on Switch. You can get it on Android, which I downloaded the Android APK file and put it on my Kindle Fire. You can do the no ads, which mine don't seem to have ads. I don't know how that happened. But you can find all of the options at cookieclicker.com. Or if you just want to use the web version, it's at orteal.net.org. But this thing has been going forever. And Nate, I think you played this years ago. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I know I thought maybe it was a pick of the week. I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, I think it was. It was.
In our records, but yeah, I played it for a while. I think you got me hooked. You introduced me to it, and we talked to, it was on the Playdate, I think. We had a story for it a while ago. And
I don't know that it's on the Playdate. There's probably, I think there's a clone of it.
On episode 465, not election coverage, so nearly a year ago, we had a story that said, oh, you said crank that, your pick of the week then was Crank That Clicker, which was a cookie clicker light game for the Panix Playdate handheld.
And I can't remember what it is, but there's one on iOS that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
You're like a probe and everything's just like a pixel big. So you're a probe and you encounter a planet and you have to get something to create something so that you can land on the planet. And when you're on the planet, you mine the planet to get the things it's very much the same, but the goal is to take over the entire planet. Yeah. So Cookie clicker. Who knew clicking a cookie, such an innocent thing, could lead to
Just gotta keep clicking until
one
you can get to
more?
that next level.
And this the every once in a while something will pop up here, you click on and it's like cookie frenzy. You're everything's double. And so you're clicking on the thing to try to get it. I even got so crazy because it was just for computer, for web for the longest time. I got so crazy that I downloaded a clicking app for your phone that would just click the cursor. And so I would hover it over the cookie. I would enable
Oh,
this thing, and then I'd go to work and I'd come back and I'd have trillions of more cookies because it was automatically
it's
clicking
epic.
the cookie. So anyway, you're probably like, well, so I'm going to do another cookie. I think on the next Day Plays Games, I'm going to do
Yeah, just play cookie clicker.
the first trillion. We're going to
Yes.
go to the first trillion cookies. But
Oh,
see,
that
look
would get
now.
some viewers.
You
That
think it
would get
would?
some viewers saying, I'm going to get to 1,000,000,000 cookies and just stay live until you get 1,000,000,000 cookies. You need to do that. That would be epic.
But look now, with so much, with so little effort, 8 cookies, 9 cookies, almost every second, I'm getting a new cookie. So I could walk away now and I don't know, a couple hours, I'd have 100 cookies.
That's
This would be
awesome.
great. Anyway, that's Cookie Clicker. I don't want to spoil everything for you, but there's a lots of they have like
Yeah.
headlines at the top that tell you your first batch goes to the trash. The neighborhood raccoon barely touches it. And the headlines update, it's like a story. You can just follow this thing along. All your achievements. And I was going to show you I was actually going to do it live, but it's really not worth doing. But you can go in and forfeit all of your cookies for like angelical something, and it
Oh.
resets the whole game.
Oh.
But you get the currency from those angelic whatever's chips. I think it's angelic chips that you can cash in for. I don't know. It's it's the most important thing in the world, so you should look it up.
Yes.
We'll just say that.
Yes. Yes. Play some cookie clicker if you got some time to get
You better
sucked in.
set aside some time.
Yes. Well, my pick of the week is not as exciting. It is once again from NEEWER. It is just this, and I've had similar ones, not this model before, but it's the NEEWER Basic Magnetic RGB Video Light 360-degree full RGB mini LED camera light CRI 96 plus. Didn't take a good breath. 2,500 to 9,000 K, 18 scenes, 3 cold shoes, and quarter-inch 2,000 milliamp rechargeable portable for selfie tripod photography lighting BL60C.
Three cold shoes.
Yeah,
Cold shoes.
1, 2, 3 on either side, and then it's got the cold shoe mount with the tripod down there, which is harder to see when I'm shining the light in your face. You've got your different color.
Oh no, you
modes.
must be on the green because you just disappeared. That's a neat
Uh,
effect.
Got different things, but yeah, you can do the full lights on there, party modes, everything, but not that I need it for that stuff, but just for good light. And you might think, "Oh, I don't make selfie videos. I don't need lights." I have found that with a lot of these lights that I have, they come in handy for other things. Like we were going for a night walk in Sun River, and I had a little panel light, and I put it on a tripod stick, and you could hold it towards the ground so you're not shining it in people's faces. But $13, I think I paid for mine. It's 17 right now. Um, but yeah, a good
That's pretty
simple light
cheap.
like this, and it's magnetic, so you can, stick it to metal and mount it that way, mount it on a tripod, do all kinds of stuff. Recharges with good old USB-C.
Wouldn't
But
have it
yeah,
any other way.
NEEWER. Everybody should have just a simple light like this. You never know when you're going to need one. Like even if you're working on your car, put it up on the hood. But you should also make selfie videos or make
It's
videos.
not unlike my puck lights in the background
Yeah.
here, which are off for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
I turned them on. I don't know what happened.
Got 'em
Anyway,
on dark mode. But
oops.
yeah, so if you would like either of our picks, we will have them up at notpicks.com. And we do have a Ramazon pick of the week from those anonymous things. And this one, it might seem a little boring, but you know what? I purchased some of these recently. The Amazon Basics DisplayPort to HDMI cable unidirectional 4K at 30 hertz, 1920 by 1200, 1080p, 6 feet, black. So somebody bought just some HDMI cables.
I was really
This
trying
one, it
hard to
was,
click that button, but there
or
we go.
this wasn't just an HDMI cable. It's HDMI to DisplayPort, which many computers will not have an HDMI. They'll have a DisplayPort
Oh, you know
connection.
what? Those always come with the monitors. I
Yeah,
hate them
yeah,
because you grab it
DisplayPort.
and you run across the building and you're like, I've got your computer monitor cable, and you plug it in and it's like, wait, one side's shaped
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
Drives me crazy.
DisplayPort. You need to know DisplayPort because it is used way too often when HDMI exists. So you might need a cable like this.
Now
But
I think there are points in the display points ports favor. Wow, that's difficult to say. There are some points that it scores, but man, for me, it's not worth it. I just want
no.
one cable, man.
Well,
And you
now we could literally do USB-C
for
connections
everything.
for everything, and we're
Why
getting
don't we?
closer to that.
Yeah, get rid of
Uh,
HDMI. Just USB
yeah,
Type C. It can carry everything.
yeah.
Everything.
So
It makes it more
rule the
confusing though.
world.
It does. It is
Yes.
more
Yeah.
confusing, but hey, man, I'm a nerd. I don't care about all you not nerds out there. Job
Yeah.
security.
Yeah. Keeps the show going. If we have more different cables that you need to buy, more stuff for us to buy. Well, I do want to thank everybody that showed up to the live chat, including my family tonight. It's always fun to have some people in there chiming in,
Mm-hmm.
but you can always watch or listen later, but you really should watch because, especially tonight with our costumes,
Oh yeah.
you can't hear our costumes.
Well, if we're noisy about it, we probably could.
Yeah, I could try to rub my paw on my microphone and see if it picks that up. No,
And
doesn't.
I'm glad that Chelsea recognized who I was trying to be. So I'm thinking I'll just grow my beard because that guy's got a
Oh
beard
yeah,
down to his
you need
belly
some
button.
extensions.
Yeah, maybe I should get some extensions and put on there.
Yes,
See what
yes,
may
and
I
I
look
did
more
get
like.
an update that Chelsea is going to be a raccoon.
Hmm.
Isla did put that in the chat. I don't
I'm
think we read that out.
so
So
glad that I know that now because I was
yes,
really concerned about it. And
yes.
hey,
Now,
Grandma said that she also had no idea that mankind had put so many things in space to clutter it up like that. And I'm just
yeah,
like, just you wait. That's the least of our problems of what we've done to this place.
yes, yes. Well, with that, now that we've got costumes out of the way and we had a good time tonight, before we get too dark, I will bid you adieu and let you get out there and tech better.
I need to figure out which which buttons to push.
Harry Potter.
Harry,
Ow. So hot.
you're not wearing pants.